Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle is actually a pretty decent video game movie. Many viewers might probably have seen the 1995 version of Jumanji starring Robin Williams as a child, and some might hold it as a beloved classic. I haven't revisited it since I was a child, and I'm pretty positive that it's better this way. So I wasn't really against the idea of making a remake or a sequel to it, especially when they put a new spin on the idea. Where the original one, which was based on the children's picture book by Chris Van Allsburg, was about a board game that brought wild animals into the lives of the ones playing it, this one is about a video game that literally puts its players into their gaming avatars. The concept turns out quite entertaining, and seeing Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson playing a shy, nerdy teenager in the body of a giant is pretty funny. More often than not, he stars in pretty mediocre to downright terrible movies, but at least he's always charming and giving his best. This time, the movie that comes with that natural charisma is actually kind of decent, and it's already the second one of his that's called Welcome to the Jungle, because even if The Rundown was The Rundown in the US, in almost all other countries it was titled Welcome to the Jungle. So while Alex Wolff turns into The Rock, Sir Darius Blaine becomes Kevin Hart. Morgan Turner, Karen Gillan, and probably the worst transformation, Madison Iceman to Jack Black.
No! I'm an overweight middle-aged man.
Jumanji is a film that incorporates the video game idea like almost no other before. To beat the game and get back to the real world, our group of very different personalities have to bring back a magical stone to its destined place in order to save the world of Jumanji. And in true game fashion, this goal is explained to them by a weird NPC and a cutscene. The rest they have to figure out themselves, and if you have ever played a game yourself, you will be a little bit faster than the characters on screen. Each one has 3 lives, they all have different skills, and the world and the movie therefore is laid out in a level-like structure. The scene where they learn about their avatar's unique characteristics is one of the funniest in the whole movie. For the most part, the humor derives from the idea of swapping bodies, and it works pretty well, and especially Kevin Hart hits the right mark without getting annoying. The chemistry of the group is great, though a later addition to the team falls a little bit short. Jumanji is mainly targeting a younger audience who's looking for a fun, adventure comedy, and I think it succeeds in that regard. It's aiming for kids, and yet there is not a single poop or fart joke in it. There are a few dick jokes, but those were actually really funny. Overall, it's a pretty harmless film, a 2-hour popcorn flick with a positive message. A friend who was with me at the screening jokingly said it was like The Breakfast Club paired with Jumanji. A group of teenage stereotypes that grow together and learn to see each other as friends. It's as mainstream as it can get, but for what it is, it's fine. But let's talk about its shortcomings for a second. With pretty much exactly 2 hours of runtime, it's very light on story, and the stakes never feel that high, even if our incidental heroes might die after they used up all their lives. I also think they should have gone a lot further with the video game concept, maybe bring in power-ups or glitches and shortcuts. And while the idea is that Jumanji is supposed to be this old-school basic game with your typical save the world goal, I think it might have been a lot more interesting and involving if the game world itself was deeper. As it is presented in a movie, one gag is that those NPCs are extremely limited to just a few reactions. Therefore, the in-game goal of bringing back the gem to save Jumanji has no real weight to it, other than that our protagonists can return to their world. It's just a thought, but if you could care for the people in the game, even if they are just fictitious, but after all the characters of the movie are so as well, it would have been a more emotional adventure. Then their internal goals, to overcome their fears or prejudices or whatever, would have been connected to the need of the people in the game and not just their own. And going along with that notion, the villain, played by Bobby Cannavale, could have been a lot stronger. His symbiosis with all the living creatures around him was cool, but he was still too bland. In German I'd say, Jumanji Willkommen im Dschungel war erfreulich unterhaltsam und das Videospielkonzept hat gut funktioniert. Es wäre allerdings auch noch wesentlich mehr drin gewesen. As the rating goes, for what it is, it's fine, and I think its target audience will have a good time. For me it's a strong 6 out of 10, more like 6.4, but I don't do that.
Okay, we're fine. Everything is fine. It's all good.
Alright, that's it. Like always, comment below and let me know what you think about Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. And also let me know, did you see the first movie and what do you think about it? You can hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, simply at TheJimmyCage. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like. And make sure you hit that bell for all I have to tell.